Diabetes and Wellbeing. Managing the psychological and emotional challenges of diabetes types 1 and 2 by Dr. Jen Nash. Read by Louise Jameson. Chapter 1. Introduction. Life with diabetes can be hard work. Diabetes has been likened to a job, not just any job, but one in which you have to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with no holiday, no praise, and no pay. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't stay working in a role like that for very long. But the individual with diabetes doesn't have the option of walking out or giving up. They have to keep working, day in and day out, for the rest of their life. I really like this analogy of diabetes being like a job, as I think it helps put into perspective how much of a struggle life with diabetes can be. None of us can do anything in life that requires effort over a sustained period without getting support and respite, and diabetes is exactly the same. You are probably listening to this because you are someone with type 1 or type 2 diabetes yourself, a professional who works with individuals with diabetes, or perhaps a family member or loved one of someone with the condition. You are aware that although diabetes is a physical health problem, it affects the person in other ways too, and you want to know how to understand, help, and support the person with diabetes. This book aims to offer both a person with diabetes and those around them a range of insights and practical strategies to help. What is diabetes? Diabetes is a disease in which the body fails to produce or properly respond to insulin, a hormone that the body needs to convert food into the energy needed to live throughout daily life. There are two different types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2, and each has its own causes, symptoms, and treatments. Type 1 diabetes, the causes. Type 1 diabetes occurs when the pancreas stops producing insulin. There are a number of different causes of type 1 diabetes. Problems with the immune system. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease. Your immune system is essential for fighting off infections. It works by attacking intruders in the body that it doesn't recognize, such as germs. In diabetes, the body reacts against and destroys the vital insulin-producing beta cells of the pancreas. Abnormal characteristics on your chromosomes. There is evidence of certain abnormalities in the chromosomes, or DNA, of people with type 1 diabetes. Although these don't guarantee the development of diabetes, abnormal chromosomes are one factor to consider amongst others. A virus. No one virus has been identified as responsible for causing type 1 diabetes. However, there is evidence that if a virus attacks the pancreas directly, it can reduce its ability to produce insulin. The symptoms. Increased frequency of urination. When the body isn't producing enough insulin, blood glucose levels rise, as the energy from food is not being converted into energy your body can use. The excess glucose ends up in the urine and makes it concentrated. Then water is drawn out of the blood and into the bladder to reduce the concentration of glucose in the urine. Increased thirst. Linked to increased urination. When you lose a lot of water in your urine, your body starts to dehydrate, causing thirst. Weight loss. Glucose is being lost in the urine, so your body starts to break down muscle and fat in an attempt to obtain an alternative energy source. Increased hunger. The body doesn't have enough insulin to allow the glucose being consumed through food to enter the cells. Although the person is eating enough, the cells are malnourished, so hunger increases. Weakness. The glucose consumed from food isn't being used properly, which causes muscle cells to fail to get the energy they need from glucose. The result is physical weakness. Treatment. Insulin. Type 1 diabetes is treated by administering insulin, the hormone that is no longer being released by the pancreas. In the past, insulin was obtained from the pancreases of cows, pigs, and some other animals. Now, however, almost all insulin is human insulin, produced in the laboratory. A number
Sample complete. Ready to continue?